Hey YouTube,
What's going on?
we are back. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
Well, yeah, we went into our con funk. Where it's like
Now it's con season all over again.
fucking bam, 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 bam. It's not stopped now.
No.
It gets
This
the ball
is our
rolling.
like 1 day break before getting ready for the next one,
Which is this weekend.
which is this coming weekend. But so today we are talking about the one that I went to.
Yes.
I went down.
We had to separate ourselves
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Just for a weekend.
It was really rough.
It was a rough weekend.
I'll bet it was great.
But so while you were at Calgary, you were at the
Calgary.
Calgary Comic Con, I went down to Anaheim for Star Wars Celebrations Anaheim, or C7, whatever the hell they wanted to call it. Shut up.
Okay.
Put that hand down.
I learned how to do it on the weekend.
Terrible.
I taught myself just for that.
All right.
Anyway,
All I gotta say is just incredible.
Stargasm.
Yeah, pretty much from opening day to closing, just so much stuff to see.
Mm-hmm.
Just everything from the cosplaying to the vendors to the stuff that they were releasing to the announcements they were making. Disney did it right.
How many days was Anaheim? Was it four?
Four.
It was
It was
four.
4
also.
days, so it went from the 16th to the 20th.
Okay.
So four very long days. Some people for longer, because on Thursday morning, J.J. Abrams did a panel, and that's when they did the new Star Wars trailer.
Okay.
And people were camping out at 7 p.m. the night before
You fucking nerds.
to see this panel and the trailer.
I'll bet. Jesus Christ.
Well, apparently it was an amazing panel. Like, they brought in a lot of the the little ball droid, like the actual prop that they
Oh
used.
yeah, the thing that everyone's freaking out over.
Yeah.
And they all want to own.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can now. I saw a link.
Yeah. No, it's
That's
yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. It was like a really cool panel. I didn't camp out. I didn't see the panel, but I heard a lot about it because a lot of the Mandos that I went down there with, they sat in the line. A lot of the guys from Florida.
Lots of Mandos I saw in the pictures.
Yeah, there was. If I hazard to guess, there was about probably 175, 200 Mandos strong. So imagine that. After we did that photo shoot, we did a straight line, all 200 of us,
Jesus.
back to the booth. It was amazing. Just everybody just made a hole, and we just walked it. And that's actually been a Mando tradition. It's called the Death March, where we actually it's actually like to honor the official Mandos that have passed on in the last couple of years. So there's 5 Mandos that are being honored when we do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Thought you guys would do like cool funeral pyres like in the movie. That would be neat.
That's pretty much what it is, except without the fire.
Aw. Everything's better with fire.
And then there's the 501st guys, and there was easily probably about 500-600 of those guys. Like, you saw how we filled that staircase. Yeah, the 501st filled the staircase and then some.
And still, none of those stormtroopers can land a single shot.
Nope.
None of them.
Especially the new ones. And that was the really cool thing, too. Like, everybody saw the trailers and the new trooper armor. They had like
I didn't
10.
see a difference. You explained it to me. I still don't see a difference.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
I know. About Star Trek.
That, too. But they had like 10 of the 501st guys actually suited up in the new armor. And so they were walking around taking pictures of that stuff. And it is slick. Like, it looks real shiny. It looks really, really good.
Well, I was going to say, too, because, like, unlike normal, like comic conventions or whatever, obviously this one is specifically Star Wars.
Very...
Just Star Wars.
Everything Star Wars focused. So every panel had something to do with, like, whether it be the movies, the Battlefront game, which was freaking awesome. So I got to see a lot of the... I saw the panel, and I saw the... they had a big booth, kind of what they have at E3 and stuff like that. And got to go in there and see some of the stuff that they're thinking of putting... Well, that's going to be going into the game. And
Rob, cut to gameplay footage that he took there of the game. See, and then we'll do a cut where I'm like, you didn't fucking record anything! Son of a bitch.
They had strict rules about that stuff.
You could totally hide a camera in your Mando helmet. I do realize
Just stick it right in the front.
Oh my god, you could totally hide a camera in a Mando helmet.
Helmet cam Mando.
No.
Sexy cam. Sexy cosplay cam. Although, once again,
so it was really cool.
You know, and of course, like I said, with it being kind of very Star Wars focused, obviously, you know, probably not as varied as costumes as you get. Like, but did you see any like specific ones this year
that were really kind of that stood out?
Yeah.
Damn it! There was this guy like Darth Maul, like robot legs Darth Maul.
I saw a picture.
Yeah, like this guy,
horns,
like he had huge horns, and he was easily 6.5 feet tall. He had the stilts, and the thing is, if he needed to, he could sprint in those things.
That's terrifying.
Like he had.
That's terrifying.
Like imagine Darth Maul with robot legs.
I don't want to.
Like there was one time where he had a gap of like there was nobody in between him and the next group of people, and he let like his photographer had to keep up with him. that was really really cool.
That was a good one.
And just just a lot of the different there was a really cool cosplay where there was a bunch of Disney Jedi robes where it was like a Goofy Jedi robe and a Mickey and Minnie, like it was all their colored. Like it was actually really really clever. Like I thought it was really neat.
Well, especially now that it's all
Disney, right? So there's going to be a lot of.
Did you see any Marvel Star Wars mashups?
Well, yeah, like there was there was a Wolverine, there was an Iron Man Mando, but they were not nearly as impressive as the slave Elsa.
Mm-hmm. I've seen photos of her.
Like 12 pictures of her.
Well, who wouldn't? Have you seen them? Put pictures of that. I don't know your name. I hope you give consent. It should be all right. They're online.
Exactly. Like, do you blame me?
No. Was that the one that also had like the Han Solo? Oh, okay, so they.
Yeah, they were they were walking around together and stuff like that. And the thing is, like, each of the groups had their own sets, and the Mando set was really, really cool. Like
I saw the picture of you on the throne. There,
yeah. Like the local mercs they built a speeder, a Mandalorian throne. We had jail cells for when we did the bounty hunt.
Yeah.
And the cool thing was that they built the bars with reflector tape. So if you took a picture with the flash, it glowed. The bars glowed. So it was really, really cool.
Now. As you were saying, because obviously you were helping out with the merch there quite a bit. Like, did you get a chance to go to like any of the panels? Like, was there any particular, something you learned something new, or was it just a really interesting panel?
Yeah, like I got to go to the Battlefront panel, and the thing is, I really wish that I got into the Rebels. Because the Rebels...
Well, the new show
the new show that just came out.
Okay.
Because they had a really cool panel that I didn't... it was all after.
Right.
But the thing is, the Rebels show, the panel that they had released was, like, all the stuff coming out in the new season. Like, they're going to have more Mandos.
You just had a bunch of shit ruined for you.
It's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're bringing back a lot of the old clone troopers from Clone Wars. Like the main guys, like Rex and all, like the original 501st guys is coming back too. And they all look like tactical Santa Clauses. Because they all just big white beards.
Okay, I was wondering where you're going there with that. I was like, Santa Claus.
Yeah, no, they just got big white beards.
Oh, fair
and
enough.
they like to shoot things.
Yeah.
What else? And the thing is, it was also a lot of the. There was a group of people that brought almost a life-size Rancor that you could take pictures with.
Jesus. That would have been cool.
So we got a bunch of the Mandos take a picture with Roxy, and they had a full cantina set, and that's just what was in the main floor. That doesn't include the second floor with all the droid builders and the army of frickin' astromech droids that they had. Like, there was, like, at least 100 droids just wandering around at any given time.
Did they have number-wise, like, how many people attended this one this year?
Oh, God, I haven't heard the number. But basically, every day was sold out. And this is the Anaheim Convention Center. Every single day was sold out. So it got ridiculous.
And I guess as far as like a con kind of setup goes, like pretty open, not too many crowded, because you get a lot of people wearing armor in a room.
Oh God, there was definitely some congestion points, But there's this one main drag in the main hall that was actually pretty open for the most part. But there was definitely some choke points, especially where the vendors were, and like down Artist Alley, and they had a big Lego setup. And
you gotta always love the Lego setups. They have those at every con.
Yeah.
Actually,
the thing is, Star Wars Lego is such a huge thing.
Right. Right.
And no, it was just there was just so much stuff, and there was no way you could see everything. Like even like the Mark Hamill panel, the Carrie Fisher panel. Apparently, Carrie Fisher assaulted somebody with glitter.
That's awesome. Carrie Fisher is insane. I hope you know this, YouTube. If you don't, just search Carrie Fisher crazy. You will find some awesome stories. She is legitimately insane.
Yeah, she's likes that.
Or you'll find those pictures of her in the slave bikini in the sun and the water, and it's fucking good.
But
yeah.
But when it comes to like I wish that I had made it to a lot of other panels, but I was so busy doing other stuff.
Yeah, it happens.
And the thing is,
commitments. That was your way to get in.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. And so with the Mercs, like the 501st and the Mercs, and they all had their birthday bashes. And as part of that, everybody got swag bags. So the Mercs, this is like the Merc swag bag. They got a bunch of random stuff, like a cool little sticker. And well, the thing is, like all the art that's done is all done by Mercs.
That's neat.
Like all by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of my buddies from Winnipeg did almost 200 of these glasses with laser etched.
Because if you're a Merc, you're obviously an alcoholic. Like us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's cool.
And at the Mercs batch, they actually had the guy like Dave Filoni, who's the director of Clone Wars and Rebels. Mm-hmm. So we got to talk to him a little bit and a couple of the authors. And so that was really cool. And it was really neat to hear one of the authors who helped write the Bounty Hunter Code. Mm-hmm. And when he was writing the code, it was kind of in the middle of when Disney bought Marvel and Star Wars, and they decided we're debunking.
I was going to say, how pissed were they that they're like, "Oh, your shit's not canon."
Actually, this guy was like, he was asked, "So how do you feel about that?" He's like, "I don't care.
I sold my book.
It doesn't affect me none." So he did his best with it, and it was just really cool. And this is probably the con that I bought the least. I didn't get a single autograph, and you know how I usually go to cons for
well, yeah, you usually get a photo with at least like one celebrity, or you get an autograph. And
now this year I did not, but I did get a little bit of swag.
Yes.
So I picked up a bust of Grand Admiral Thrawn from the Heir to the Empire series.
Dr. Manhattan, with hair and clothes.
Not even close.
Okay, cool.
Just stop.
No, I don't want to.
Just stop.
Ever.
I really like collecting busts rather than full statues, and so Thrawn is just one of those cool characters that just really he stands out because he's the only non-human Imperial officer.
Oh, okay.
And the fact that he holds the highest rank possible in the Imperial Navy says something about what he is. And
the Imperial Navy, they all fight in space. Why does there need to be a Navy division?
It's the Space Navy.
It's Navy.
In the Navy.
God damn it.
Sorry.
And then Disney made a bunch of beer steins. So of course I got the Boba Fett one.
Of course you would. But I want to see you drinking out of this all the time now.
Sometime. Maybe this weekend. But they also made Vader and R2 and the Chewie. Mm-hmm. But these things were limited edition. Like these things were specifically made for Celebration. So I don't know if they're going to it'll be a very limited run of these particular things.
Nothing is more celebration than drinking beer out of a Mando's head.
Nope. And so I did get a piece of art, but he ran out of the prints. Mm-hmm. So we offered, if I bought it right there and then, he would mail it to me. Mm-hmm. Then he found out that I'm from Canada. Sucker. But no, all in all, like the only complaint that I would probably have would be just the organization and just the layout of it.
Wasn't really well done.
It wasn't
great.
Well planned. Yeah, it wasn't great, but
it's all right.
Other than that, though, like it was just it was really well run. Like, it was really consistent, and there was some last minute changes that happen at conventions. But all in all, I thought it was a really well run convention. All in all, like even a guy got his armor stolen, and they found it right away.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, like some of the con employees tried to stuffed it into garbage cans to try to take it out. It's like, nope, it's all done. But no, all in all, I was really impressed. Next year, it's going to be in London, England. So there's no way in hell that I'm going to go to that one.
Nope.
But I think in a couple of years it could be in Orlando. Not confirmed yet. But if it is in Orlando in a couple of years, definitely going to go to that one.
Right on. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
I had an amazing time. It was just really cool to hang out with a lot of the Mandos because these are guys that I met a few years back in Atlanta, and it was just really cool to party up with them and meet some new guys and really get involved again.
Fair enough. Well, JP's done here for now. We'll be next up with a review due for the Calgary Expo that I just came back from, which was a thing that I did with people. So
Sounds exciting.
I'll get to it. I'll put a link on your face.
Why
Put
my
JP's
face?
face to get to it. Well, because I don't want to cover this up. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to do all that stuff at the end of the video.
See you next time, YouTube.
Stay classy.